What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Marvel Legends Infinite series, Maidens of Might, Scarlet Witch. And here we have Scarlet Witch in the box. As you can see, she does come with the Hex magic in the back, or Hex Force magic in the back. She does come with the head and cape of the All-Father Odin, as well as Gungnir, the spear that never misses. Really excited I have her in the box. Nice picture of Scarlet Witch on this side. Captain Marvel on this side. Turning it around, we have a nice little read-up of the Maidens of Might. Whether commanding cosmic energy or hex magic, these heroes wield massive power. Another picture of Scarlet Witch and Captain Marvel here. If you've been collecting this All-Father series, which is Iron Fist, Machine Man, Sentry, Hawkeye, Thor, Captain Marvel, and Scarlet Witch, you probably accumulated all the pieces to build the All-Father Odin, and quite possibly King Thor. Nope, almost dropped her. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and we'll go on to the rest of her review, so sit tight, everybody. And so here we have Scarlet Witch posing out of the packaging. Now before we get on to Scarlet Witch herself, she did come with, if I can pick them all up at once, the cape and head to the All-Father Odin, as well as the spear Gungnir. I'll get more onto the spear and details on this when I complete Odin, but if you've been following along, this is the final pieces I need to complete Odin, so his review is coming up shortly. And here we have Scarlet Witch, and let's get a good 360 of her. I'm going to say right off the bat, not the easiest figure standing. She does have issues standing up, and on mine it's a combination of her knee joints not wanting to lock properly. As you can see, they're a little loose just at this point, and it is crucial because it doesn't lock, meaning she is always like tipping forward and backwards. Also, the heels. She has heels, and I absolutely dread heels on figures. Just because it makes them so hard to stand, and that's a losing battle, and my goodness, that paint is like really bright. So heels, I have to live with the heels, but overall she is a really nice figure, and she does come with these hex bolts, if I can get them off her hand. She does come with 2 of them. I didn't go out and purchase a second one just to have 2 hex bolts. She actually does come with 2 of them. Now let's actually see if we can get some of the detail in on it. There is some slight detail on it, although it is made in this really translucent plastic, so some of the detail is lost. And they're the same, they're the exact same. So if you're wondering if one's different than the other, nope, they're the same. As you can see, I can line them both up. And they are reversible, so you can have them on each hand if you please, or both on one. It's up to you, I'm not going to tell you how to display your figures. And onto Scarlet Witch herself. She's a glorious looking figure, I will give her that, and I never owned the Toy Biz Scarlet Witch, but I have seen it at one of my local stores, and it's terrible. I'm not gonna lie, it is dreadful and an abomination, and this is a step up leagues above that old one. The head sculpt is better, the sculpt is so much nicer. Even Queen of Dragons, when she saw the original one, just said kill it with fire, because that was a horrible figure. But let's actually go into some of Scarlet Witch's detail, and we'll start with the head sculpt, which I actually like. The head sculpt is really nice on Scarlet Witch, and I can't seem to get it in focus. She has a really nice head sculpt, and you know, it's one of those face sculpts that demands respect. Like, it's not, she's stern but not like angry. It's like really, really beautiful in my opinion, and the way it looks, you know she commands respect, and that's what I like about this head sculpt. The hair is nice. As you can see, there is a bit of black wash in it. Really nice figure. Her crown is a separate piece. So if you really wanted to, you could pull this off, even though I don't know why you would want to do that. Her cape is another beautiful piece on this figure. And let's actually zoom out a little so you can see the cape. It does have this little curve in it, and if I can, you can see it does go around her neck. But her cape is really beautiful and well done. There's a wash in there on both sides actually. And then we get onto her costume, which if I can get the camera to zoom in. Her top is sculpted on, that's not painted. Let me get the camera to focus. But her top is sculpted on, it's not painted. So that's a really nice addition to this figure. It would have been nice if her boots were also sculpted, but you know, the paint's nice all around for the most part, so that's good. And then we get to the heels, which I'm not a fan of. I'm going to make a point to that I do not like the heels till the day I die. Heels on a figure, that's a no-no. Now let me just set her up really fast. Get a pose so we can move on to her articulation. She does have the standard Marvel Legends articulation. Well, not the standard, but she has a bulge-in head. She can look down and up. A little hindered by her hair. It does limit some of her posability, but not a lot of it. You can still get her head turned in a lot of nice poses. The cape can come off if you so desire. Just pop her head off and take the cape off. The cape does hinder her articulation. Her arms go about to there, naturally, with the cape on. They would do a 360 if you take off the cape, but I'm not going to take the cape off. They go out. She bends at the elbow, as well as spins at the elbow, so no bicep swivel there. She has a hinge wrist, as you can see. Nice hinge, and it's the same for both arms. As with Captain Marvel, she has this really nice ab crunch, or ab joint I should say, which works really, really well, and nice and stiff on mine. Maybe a little too stiff because it got stuck just right now. Okay, there we go. But it does swivel. Now, nothing in the waist, but she doesn't need it because this works for it. Legs go forward, back, and out to about that far. She spins at the thigh. Double jointed in the knee. That one's a little stiff, though. Like I said, they don't lock at the range they're supposed to, which is going to be problematic, but nothing I can do about it. She has a hinge in the ankle and rocker, which isn't going to do anything because of those heels, which if there was one thing I could change, it's the heels. But anyway, that's Scarlet Witch for you. What I'm going to do now is get her pose up and move on to my final thoughts. That will wrap up her review, so sit tight, everyone. So here we have Scarlet Witch pose for my final thoughts, and overall, really, really good figure. Probably my only gripe with her besides, well, a few gripes I have is these heels make it impossible to stand. Once you get her standing in a decent pose, she'll stay standing, and that's a good thing. I don't like these heels. I don't like them. And then her hex bolts, they were a little more translucent on the prototype figure, like they were, I don't know how to say it, but they appeared more translucent than what the final product we got was. But still, they look nice for the color, and they're just a wonderful attachment that she looks amazing with. I picked mine up at Kmart for about $19.99. That's about what you're going to be paying for Marvel Legends figures these days. She's a really, really beautiful figure, and I can't say enough good things about her. I'm so happy I picked this figure up. She is going to be one of the harder ones to find, unfortunately, but if you can find her, pick her up. Do not pass on your opportunity to have this really wonderful figure, because she is a huge leap above what the original Scarlet Witch was. And I can't say enough good things about her, so I'm going to wrap up my review here. And I am King Dragons 5000 saying, I highly recommend Scarlet Witch, and I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.